Let's see who's here. Judy's here. Hello, Judy. Used Verb Ghost on your hair today. Not bad. Well, I was in a line at Sephora. You know how they have like the goodies, like the candy at the end of the aisle. Hello, Molly. And there was a mini of this, which was almost as much money as these were. And I had to go to a weird Sephora to pick something up last week. And they had these, and I got a chance to try them today. I'm like in love with this. If you have dirty hair, hello, Marianne. This makes it look like it's full. It's crazy. What's up, honey?
Are you in a speakerphone for a while?
I'm not in speakerphone. Hello. So there's Molly and Marianne. You guys, it was a weird day. First of all, it's pouring and I have a skylight right above me. So if it gets loud from the rain, you'll understand. I hope I'm like up in the right spot now. I have my chair up high and I'm going to try not to bury myself in the comments. How's everybody else's day? Is this week like finally going to be over? Oh, I brought some tea up here. So you guys, I have to show you. This is what I came home to tonight. I was at Nordstrom for 4 hours swatching for you guys today. And I got home and my son is in Hiroshima right now. And it is peak cherry blossom. And I want to show you what I came home to. It was like, I felt like I was like in a fairyland. You had a small earthquake last night? Where are you? That's so crazy. There must have been a weird moon this week because it has been the trippiest week ever. Did it snow 7 inches, Molly? Because we're having like crazy thunderstorms. Your passport just got approved and you want to buy makeup to celebrate. I can always find a reason to celebrate. It sounds great. It's a good reason. Miriam in Monterey. Wow. It must feel really weird. I can't even imagine what that's like. Yikes. It has been a weird week. Like, I don't even know like what day it is. And I'm like, it's Passover. We've got Easter. It's like people are working, people are not working. It's been crazy. It's hot. I got to show you guys just a little taste because honestly, it brought me joy, immense joy. And I need to share the joy. It's a new moon in Libra. It's a disaster. Look at this. Oh, you guys are just gonna have to deal with this right now. The wrong way. How do I shrink this? I don't know. I mean, my kid, he gets me. It was like a little love note. This is like what I've been wanting the whole time. Except I wanted him to be in the pictures. But are these just spectacular? He's going, look at that. I'm just like, how is there not like a wedding or something? It is so sweet. I know. It's amazing. It gets better. I mean, it just gets, he's like, I'm sorry there's so many people. I'm like, oh gosh, you didn't have your own private showing during high cherry blossom season. And look, does that even look real? It's like Disney World. Ryan does love it. He's having a great time and he's meeting up with some friends in Tokyo tomorrow. I'm like, are you coming home next week? He's like, yeah, I'm coming home. Aren't these, I mean, I had no idea that the blossoms were going to be so big. He took a half-ass selfie as an experiment and it turned out good. And I was able to use it for my passport renewal, my only ID. I don't drive. That's awesome. You should celebrate with makeup. Look at the sky. Oh my God. Okay, this one's a video because he wanted me to feel what it felt like. Are you guys ready? It's like magical. Look at what he did for me. It was like a love letter. I'm crying. So that's so sweet. He's my guy, you know? Ah. Yes, my son is 22. He just graduated from undergrad and he is starting law school in the fall. This is called The Last Hurrah. My lips have not come back to life after that last video. So what happened today? More lips. There were so many weird things today at Nordstrom. It was like bizarre. He's so sweet, isn't he? Hi, Felice. You're at dinner at the club. Join when you get home. Sounds good. Have fun and enjoy. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, when we last spoke, I had felt like I had hit lip peak. We were not at peak. I'm gonna put some makeup on while I'm yapping. I washed my face. I just felt like I had to take the day off before I would do this. Guys, you can still find these online. The Fluid Illuminaire. Highly recommend. Molly, did you wind up liking it? Have you tried it yet? It is just the perfect glow. Like when you're tired and you just need a little oomph. Can I be super boring and just put them IT Cosmetics on? Yes. That is what I'm doing. You love it? It is. It's great. I went to Nordstrom. I want to tell you guys a little story. You guys know that I always tell you about the essays that help me, and I put their info up for you. And when I do that, you're going to them and nothing goes to me. You know, like it's not like I get like a commission or anything. It's just, I love these ladies. They are all on commission and I get it. And the amount of money that somebody makes from, you know, a purchase is not humongous, but for them, it could be, you know, the difference between me meeting their numbers and not meeting their numbers. And, you know, it became a different world when both Nordstrom and Neiman's never used to be on commission. And the minute that changed. The whole atmosphere of the beauty section changed. You were no longer like passed off to a friend. It was like you were tackled on the way in. And, you know, God forbid you should make like eye contact with somebody. That would mean that you would have to, you know, buy from them. And what I always wind up doing when I'm there, because I'm like a lunatic, is I check out at each counter so that they can each have their own sale. Can I have more eye pencils? So I called. When did I call? I don't even remember the timeline on this, but I called over to get the Westman Atelier. I wanted to get swatches for you guys, and it said that, you know, Nordstrom had them. And I called, and the gal answered the phone, and I said, you know, hi, I wanted to find out, do you guys have the bronzers out yet? And she's like, I have 2 of them. I was like, okay, which ones do you have? She said, I have 1 and 4. I'm like, okay. I was like, do you know when you're going to be getting the other ones? Because when I'm on the website, it says that I can purchase them and get them tomorrow. So does that mean that you're getting them tomorrow? Hey, Holly. And she said, is this Michelle? And I said, yeah, this is Michelle. I mean, they all know me. And she said, you never picked up your contour sticks. I said, excuse me? She said, you never picked up your contour sticks. And I said, you want to bet? I felt like bringing the contour sticks to her. Okay? You guys know I have got the contour sticks. She said, if you want to come in and swatch, they'll be here. And I was like, what? And I sat with it all day yesterday. And I finally picked up the phone and I called, and I just didn't want it to be weird when I went back. Like when I'm there, I kind of like do my own thing. They all know I'm like swatching and taking pictures. I've got like 300 pictures that I took today. And I buy stuff. And I just want to feel welcomed, and I don't want to feel like I'm doing the wrong thing. And I had this conversation with a manager or whatever, and I got a call from them, and they told me that the things were there, and I had to go there to pick up because I ordered online. And I called the online thing and I said, can you just bring my package to Westman Atelier and I'll pick it up because I have to go in, because Armani had launched their lips and I wanted to see what was going on. So I get to the counter and there's no one there. And I looked at the Charlotte Tilbury lady and I said, do you know where she is? I talked to her and she said she was going to be here. And she's like, no, she's not here today. And I was like, well, I talked to somebody on the phone today and they told me XYZ. And she said, I don't know. Let me go get a manager. So up come 2 of the managers that I know. And I was like, this is not like this kind of like a big deal. Like I'm not starting trouble here. I just want to feel like I didn't do anything wrong. And I want her to know that I bought the contour sticks. And I said, you know, sometimes you have to come to the store when you can come to the store, and you maybe when they give you your product, whoever's giving it to you, they don't take it out of the one that was on hold for them or whatever. I have no idea. I was just like, I'm like really uncomfortable with like you both even being here right now. I'm not making like a big deal. I just want to feel welcome. Hi, Maria. Your hot cross buns looked so yummy. So anyway, I think we worked things out. And it was really weird because when I talked to the lady on the phone, she said that they had 1 and 4 and that 2 and 3 came in and I could, come in and swatch and whatever. So I get to the counter and there's only 1 and 4. And the lady brings me my bag that has 1 and 3 because that's what I ordered. And when the managers were staying there, I said, can I open up the number 3? And they're like, you bought it. You can do whatever you want with it. You can keep it. You can return it. I'm like, can you at least like make it into a tester if like I don't like the color? I don't know. Like I didn't know. And they're like, sure. So I was like, like going on to like swatch it. It's a good thing that I went there today because I want to show you what I learned. This is pretty weird. Let me find where my pictures start. This was a crazy journey today. Okay. We'll start at the beginning. I'm going to try to make myself like smaller. I think it's an option. No, that wasn't it. Okay. This is number 1. The first thing I want to say is when you see the pictures online, the palettes themselves, you know how the Lisa Eldridge lipstick looks like velvet on the top? Like when you get the lipstick and it actually looks like real velvet. It's kind of what these look like. Okay. So I want you guys to see how it's like very velvety looking. And it certainly looks darker than you would expect a number 1 to look like. When you look at the pigment, let me just remove this for 1 second so you can just really see in real life the texture that's on there. And when you touch it, it's got slip. There's a slide. And then it turns shiny and doesn't look as dark. See what I'm getting at here? So when you look at the palettes themselves, I'll do a better swatch than this. There's a little fuzz. Okay. So this is what these look like unblended. Let me pull this back up. So it doesn't seem like they're super light, does it? I was thinking more like Olay. Let me grab Olay. I have wipes this time. Hold on. We have to have frame of reference here. We're going to use Biscuit to frame all of this. Okay. Just for context, this is Olay, much lighter. I gotta get this off my fingers. Here is Biscuit. Now we know bronzers are to warm up the skin. I mean, that is the whole point. We're not just contouring, even though a lot of us prefer a shade like this when we do bronze because things tend to pull more orange on certain skin. And I was like, this seems kind of dark. So I'm going to blend both of these a little bit because they are incredibly flexible and blendable and delightful to use. I mean, y'all know the formula. This is like even thinner. Look at how that just blended out. I mean, I guess these do too, but there's a little bit more of a stiffness, I feel like, to the contour sticks. It's not quite the same. This is very melty. When you touch this, it doesn't melt on contact, right? You touch it and you get the pigment and you put it on. With the new bronzer, it's like instantaneous melting. I mean, you're getting full melt on contact. I don't think anybody should stick a brush in these. That's the first thing. Like, you're going to wind up with so much product, you're not going to know where to put all of it. You could cover like your whole body. This is going to last a very long time. This is very stretchy and incredibly just cosmetically elegant. Just the way that they blend. She is really good at what she does. She knows makeup and she knows faces. Looks plenty deep, but do the two shades almost look the same? It's not orangey, is it? It's hard to tell on camera. It is not orangey. I'm going to show you all the pictures and we can talk about what they are and what they're not. The formula itself with the melt means that you don't need a lot. Holly, we're getting right to it. We are going to get there, I promise. Let me show you. That was their number one. That's my swatch in store before blending. And it almost, to me, looks green. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but like when you're looking at the colors, in order to move away from maybe orange or red or whatever, they have to put some kind of an undertone to it. And I couldn't decide. I wasn't like, my socks were not knocked off, as I used to say. Like, they're just, I don't know. I was like, this seems kind of like it's not the perfect shade for me. I like them, but I also wasn't going to put them on because there had been like a million fingers in there. And I don't do that at stores. Like, I don't try makeup on. I put things on my hands and my arms for you guys. And then I spray myself with like a bottle of Absolute or something. But it's interesting. The shades are not identical, but they are very close where you could really use one to define a little bit more. I feel like this is a great product for those of you who are sick of contouring, because you can just kind of bronzer and make a little lighter, a little darker, and it's going to be great. But you're going to have to like work off of your hand because there is no way that you're going to be able to touch your brush to that and not pick up too much pigment, really, truly. All right, I'm going to show you guys this swatch. This is blended. They definitely are close to each other, but they're not exactly the same. Enter number 4. Okay, so it looks real dark, right? I was like, this is dark. And I'm like, I don't even know, like, this is great that she did this. I can't believe, you know, how dark they are because they look so dark. And I think it's wonderful that so many more people are going to be included. That is what it looks like full swatch on me. And you can kind of see next to it is number 1. The tones of these literally were like biscuit. I'm sorry, this not biscuit. Were like whiskey and cocoa were made into a bronzer. Let me remind you of cocoa. I want you to know there's still stains on me from today because we couldn't get it off. We'll get to that next. She doesn't believe me that I have all of these. So here's whiskey and cocoa. Look familiar? Because it did to me. I think it looks exactly like what I have on. Which made me think, I don't know, what's this going to look like when we start blending it out? And that was my first kind of smudge. And you'll see that as I blend these, the depth of color diffuses and becomes see-through on the skin, like where you can still actually see your own skin coming through. They blend out so beautifully. Now, when you're looking here, the one on the left looks more red toned, and the one on the right, which is number 1, is peach. I don't know, yellow, green. Who knows? Where do they go? Okay. Sorry, that was loud. I opened up number 3 and decided that there was no way to be able to tell what it was going to look like unless I touched it, because this was blending out, oops, like a bronzer would, you know, like a bronzer that you would want to wear. And if I'm totally honest here, that is number 4. And that is number 1 next to it. And I blended out even further. So it really just starts to all kind of like spread. You like the sticks better because you don't like putting your fingers in things, Holly. I know you. It looks like a lot of trouble. And why the two shades? It's weird. We pale girls look better in dark reddish undertones for bronzers. I agree. So if you look at the two swatches on the left and the two swatches on the right, if you had to pick a color for a tan, which would you choose? I mean, they're vastly different in tone, more so undertone. I came home with number 4. We'll get to number 3 in a minute. I was set on the fact that number 3 and number 1 were going to be, you know, the pinker redder, and that 2 and 4 were going to be, you know, warmer. I want everybody to look at this because this is nuts. It is dark, right? And velvety looking, and you can't tell. They blend out. This is my point. They blend out, all of them. I'm going to swatch this right now. It's going to look dark, right? A little goes a very long way. Gotta look. Hi. They blend out. I'm going to do the same thing on my other hand with number 1. Maybe. Definitely. Here's number 1. Considerably lighter. Left, I would go with palette 1. A tan, what's that? Not. Now I'm torn about what shades will be better. I will not buy 2. Very interesting. I see the darker one. Let me put a little more of the lighter one on for you. All you have to do is touch them and they melt. Do you see how this one, it's dry now. Like it dries down. It's nice the way it sets. This one's still in the setting phase. But I'm going to turn this on bright. The undertones are insanely different. I'm going to try it on my face too, I promise. Let me remove this. I'm going to do one side, one color, and the other side, the other color, and we'll see. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is going to make my face look dirty. I have no idea. But when we were there and I was playing, it came down to sort of combining them a little bit, which no one needs to spend $150 on bronzer. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. I'm going to start with number 1. I am going to use the same brush for both. Maybe. I want to use here. These are both Shoto number 5s. They're like nice and airy and easy to blend stuff. I'm going to attempt to tap the palette, but it could be a mistake. You like the darker one? Okay, you gotta try it on my face. Okay. You were hoping number 1 would be rosy. It doesn't look to be. It did not feel rosy to me. Okay. But if you look at them, this one seems rosy, right? Okay, here we go. I am literally dabbing and I'm going on the back of my hand. And I am going to start with the color on the left. See, these have like teeny tiny little hairs at the top. And you could put a little bit of pigment there, because I don't want to wind up looking like a clown. I'm just going to use the lighter color first. And I'm just going to kind of brown tour just so we can get a good sense of the color. Again, barely touching. So that's the first color. On the skin, I feel like it looks really nice. I'm going to go into the deeper tone now of the two. I mean, you got to be careful. I feel like this can get away from you in like 2 seconds. They are incredibly beautiful. They have a sheen, but they're not, it's not a cream to powder. It's a cream to set down. It's a pretty remarkable formula, actually. I think she nailed what I love in a bronzer, with being able to see my skin through the tan. So that's number 1. I'll put a little more of the darker one up here. I mean, it's definitely warmed up my skin. And I think it does a nice job of carving. For those of you who are brave. This taps very nicely. Just want to add a little of like that sun-kissed look. See if we can get a little tiny bit of definition here. I mean, it is a beautiful color. And if I take a little bit of biscuit, just if we were really being strict about contouring, and no matter which one I pick up, it's wrong. Okay. If I take a little bit of biscuit, it is much cooler and does a really nice job of defining. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful formula. And I haven't had a ray of sun in a very long time. So this is number one. I think this is going to serve fair-skinned people beautifully. And I think you can play with your other toys that you have to get exactly the right tone. Like if I wanted it to be a little bit cooler, I could add a little biscuit to it. I feel like this is like, they're just so easy to mix and melt. Very beautiful. We're going to test out number 4. I know you're scared. Don't be scared. It's all going to work out. Wait till you guys see number 3. Okay. I'm tapping ever so lightly here. Getting a small amount. This is the lighter shade. You don't need a lot. Once you have a spot that you've touched, you'll see it gets shiny there, like it melted. That velvety top is, it's kind of like, it makes you feel like it's going to be like a velvety cream to powder. And it definitely becomes one with the skin, but I don't think I would call it a powder. That's not what happens to it. It melts. That's what I'm going to say. It melts into your skin. I'm going to go heavier than I normally would, just so you guys can really see depth of color. You see how easy that is to blend? They're just so easy. Like as much of how I struggled and never bought the liquid, this is like the easiest tan that you've ever had. I'm just going to even things out up here because it looks crazy. Put a lot on my nose. So this is number 4. And this is number 1. It kind of is like the Mario. Yes, Judy. Yes. Let me grab it. Ooh, if somebody has AI and you guys can compare the Mario formula to the Gucci one, I'm dying to know. In fact, I'm going to ask my phone to do it. Hold on. Can you get the ingredient list from the Westman Atelier Sun Tone Bronzing Cream and the Mario Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer? Compare the two ingredients and tell me what they have in common. Are they similar or very different? All right, we'll see what he has to say. Honestly, you guys, when I was in the store and I was playing with all of these, all three of them, because there's another one that's going to come into the story, I really was like kind of anti number one. You think number one looks more sun-kissed and kind of more golden and natural. Well, number one lifts your face and just makes your skin glow beautiful. Wow. Okay. 1 for bronzing and 4 as a blush. Could be. Okay. This is number 3. And yes, your eyes are not deceiving you right now. It's an interesting color. That's number 4. That's number 3. Number 4. Number 3. The places that you can see the undertone best are where they've been touched. Not the bronzing drops. This is her new Sun Tone Bronzing Crème Cream Bronzer Duos. Okay. This
and you can see,
hold on.
okay, this one is number 4, and you can see no orange, but blends out beautifully. If you want to get like a deeper tan look with no orange, number 4 is your friend. And that's it really blended out. I mean, you can see.
That almost looks like number 1 all blended out.
You can see my skin through it. And that's number 4. Which is this. Crazy. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with number 1.
Wait a second. That's number 1 totally blended out. So we've got number 1 on the right, number 2. I'm sorry, number 2 is not in here because they don't have number 2 yet. Rebecca ordered number 2, so tune into her to see what that looks like. Number 3 was incredibly orange on me. Beyond. And I've got to, let me go back. I mean, you can just, don't even look at the color of the compact. The glow is different. If you are warm toned and you like a deeper tan, I think number 3 is the winner for you. It's got the warmth that a lot of people really crave in a bronzer. I'm just not one of those people, but I only have my skin to go off of. So number 2 is going to be really interesting. I don't know. Like all I can tell you is I'm going to combine them now because this is what I did on my hands, and that's how I got like the color that I thought I was looking for. Ingredient structure. I guess they're not really, well, she's got minimal silicones and his is extremely dimethicone. That's the difference also. Ooh. Sorry, guys. These magnets are like so strong on here. His is a gel cream hybrid. And hers is makeup that behaves like skincare. I kind of agree with that. Look at the kind of just slight glow. I mean, I am darker here, so that's really not a very fair thing to count. Let me at least put a little color corrector here. That would have helped. I love this color corrector, by the way, from Molly Sims. Love her podcast. I'm really liking her products. You guys, I got PR today, and it's Martha Stewart's new skincare brand, and I could not say no. So we're going to try that out too. Not today. Let me go in one more time on both sides just so you guys can see. This is the lighter color, which I kind of want to like, I want it to hit like where the sun would hit. And then I kind of want to just take the edge of the shoto and just get a little bit of pigment on there to just kind of reinforce things. It's weird, isn't it? This was not what I expected. Sorry guys, it is absolutely pouring here. We don't like ASMR over here. I'm going into just the deeper color. Now, I'm not wearing blush with either of these. But you tell me. You're going to pick the one that has the best undertone. These are an investment. They are $75. It's a lot. This is something that needs to be swatched in person on your skin. If you don't have a Sephora near you or a Nordstrom, I will give you the information from my Nordstrom person. They will literally scrape some of this into a container and send it to you. They do that kind of stuff. So don't ever feel like you don't have access because something's not near you. Nordstrom is known for service. And I'm going to be sharing information tonight on a couple of the girls that work over there that will find you whatever you need, get you swatches, show you colors, call you when things come in. They really, you don't have to be like a high roller or whatever. You get the royal treatment no matter what. Since they look so deceiving, I'm very curious about number 2. I'm going to tell you, I think that number 2 is going to be warm. And I think she cooled off the edges because I thought it was going to sort of flip-flop, but I was wrong. I mean, who knows? Maybe I can wear number 2. But number 3, literally, like we were all standing there, we're like, that's orange, that's tan. I like number 1 a lot more than I thought I would. I forgot to put a little contour on here. We'll put a little biscuit here for fun. If you want to have that really tan look, I told you guys this the other night. My Lazy Susan. It's my favorite thing in the whole world. When you put on a bronzer and you want to really look like you got some sun, you get yourself a little red blush. And wherever you would normally kind of get a little bit of a burn, just add a little bit of the red blush. And it's like you had a weekend on your tropical island villa. So this is Swelter from Phytosurgeons. I don't think that there is a better red. And here's the other thing. Everybody's all freaking out about the sale. The sale's not that great, guys, but it does save you money. If you haven't ordered from Gucci's website, I'm curious as to see what the discount is that she gives you for the first purchase. If somebody wants to look that up right now, that'd be awesome. Buy one during the sale if you can't get to one, because at least you secured it at the price that it's at. And if you have to swap it out after the sale or during the sale, you will. These are both absolutely gorgeous. And I think if you want a little bit more of a tan look, go with number 4. It's got a nice reddish undertone, more neutral. It doesn't lean orange at all. This one is not going to ever go super deep on you. So you're not going to get like that deep, dark bronze look unless you're like as white as Holly. But you can't lose with these. The formula is insanely good, and the texture of the product itself is gorgeous. To think that this is on my face right now is weird. But just gonna smush them together. We're just gonna smush. Look at how that spreads and how you can still see my blue veins through my hand. This is definitely a game of undertones. My hand looks tan. Let's do it with the other one. Number 1. Kind of crazy, isn't it? I mean, let's compare this to like my white hand, you know, like some other part of me. But you can see they're definitely different, but both really pretty. Who Ryan's texting me? Oh my God. He's on a boat. Okay. This looks very tan and this looks not pasty. Hi to Ryan. Yeah. Hi to Ryan. They're gorgeous, guys. They're beautiful. I think she knocked it out of the park. Everything that I didn't want from the first liquid one. Although I have spoken with Kelly. She has number 1 and could not be happier. And she loves it. And she also loves the Hermes. And she was supposed to send me swatches, but she's got a very sick doggy. But ooh. His boat's coming. I thought he was on the boat. But you guys, you can't lose. This is like a no-lose game. You're going to win no matter what. Find your favorite one, spread it out on your hand, hold them up, walk outside, check yourself out. If I put self-tanner on, which I don't do because of my hyperpigmentation, it would resemble something quite like this. The way it is so even, and it's not outlining any of my wrinkles on my hands. It doesn't emphasize any texture. That's a win. So, yay Gucci. Another gorgeous release, but a mind-boggling experience to go and play and think about. Don't think of them as dark and light. Think of them as, what does the tone look like on your skin? And what color are you looking for? And quite frankly, if you don't particularly like the kind of feel that the Mario is, which I love. I feel like this, I wish the compact was nicer and it had like a mirror or something. This is a great formula. It is slidey and slippy and dimethicone and spreadable, but this is not that different than what I have on my hand here. This might even be darker. Crazy, right? Unexpected. What are your thoughts, guys? You like number 1 on me. Number 4 is like a cocoa. That's what I said. That is exactly what I said. When I first pulled the number 4 and I swatched it and I blended them, I was like, cocoa and whiskey. And I went and I grabbed the sticks and it was like the same idea, like slightly warmer so that, you know, you were like right there. But, you know, when I think about it, you guys, I'm sitting here with like 4 contour sticks that I kept because they work. Because why? Because she formulates beyond depth. She formulates based on undertones and what is going to be beautiful on the skin and become one with it. I feel like her makeup, it's not no makeup because that's not what I mean. It's enhancing makeup. It's makeup that makes you feel good because it brings out the best part of you. And if your best part is a little bit warmer and lighter, great. And if your best part is more of, I miss being super tan like I'm in the tropics, you have options. And they're both really great to use. And I think that you'll be very happy no matter what. You will find your duo. I wish that the colors were a little bit more different, but I understand why they're not, because she really tried to give you as much as she could that they're a little bit different, but they still would go with the same undertone of skin, if you know what I mean. It's not like they're the same color, lighter and darker either. They're more nuanced than that. It's interesting. That was the beginning of the adventure today. And Rebecca promises me, here, this is really interesting. I'm just going to show you like my screen. If you look at this row right here that I'm moving the, I think if you can see the 3 greens in the middle, you can really see this is number 1 over here. Look at the difference between the up at the top right and down here where the greens are. It gives you an idea of what's beneath the color. You can see it reflecting, like I can see it. It's something that you really have to try. But it's a beautiful formula. And I'm thrilled to own it. And I'll wear them and I'll love them because they're not liquid. I can put them on. The only thing I say is just don't let it get away from you, because this formula, the beauty of it is the fact that you really look like you're tan. Like it really does become one with your skin. And I feel like it's like skincare feeling. It's not tacky. My hair's not sticking to myself or, you know, or anything like that, which is interesting because it's not a powder. It just sort of melts and it's beautiful. Anybody have any thoughts? See how different it looks like once you touch it? It's like you can see the depth. I think it's fascinating. And I kind of think she's a genius. Okay, I want to share quickly before I forget. Okay. So my regular person that I love super much, who I think is absolutely fantastic. Wait a minute. Oops. There we go. Her name is Iman, and she is with Tom Ford. And you can text her or call her on this number, 860-0802. She's not just for Tom Ford. She can help you with anything Nordstrom. But you guys need to understand that Nordstrom.com is a whole separate entity from the stores. The stores are a shared database. So if it looks like you can't find something, it still might be somewhere. When you said the number one was kind of greenish, I immediately thought of Charlotte Tilbury's Fair Cream Bronzer, kind of like that. It's just that when you hold them up, there has to be a tone underneath. I'm not a color person. Like I watch Khaki and I'm like, she knows so much about color theory. There are people out there that know about this stuff, and I'm just trying to like figure out what works. This is my other lady that helped me today. She's a very good friend of Iman's. She has been with, she was with YSL and now she's with Armani, and she has been for like forever. Like if there's someone who can help you understand like what's going on and what happened in the past and things that you've used before and formulas and all that kind of stuff, she is absolute gold and she's delightful. So put these numbers in your phone. I always put the first name and then the store. So like if I type in Nordstrom or whatever, my people come up. These people can be your people. They can send you anything. They can take photos and text you. They can let you know when sales are happening. They're wonderful at their job. And it's my pleasure to recommend both of them because I know that they'll take care of you like they take care of me. So it's a nice thing. You don't get that everywhere anymore. And I feel like Nordstrom has that service perspective that I love and that we grew up having. I feel like we are that last generation that went to stores without knowing what was going to be there when we got there, unless it was in a magazine and maybe they would have it. But we didn't know, we didn't know immediately, did we? We didn't. So please take their numbers and just put them in your phone. Give Iman the last name Nordstrom, give Nellie the last name Nordstrom, and let them help you. In 2 days or whenever the other palettes come, I will have swatches of all of these for you. I will go back. I will swatch everything. I will do a video. It won't be pouring rain, so I will be able to go outside, which I did do on a lot of these. So we're just getting started here. It was a very unexpected long tour of duty today. So I went there in search of the bronzers. Obviously, I had to go pick them up because I did the pickup in store. I saw that Armani launched a lip product because We're nothing if we're not lip products right now. I'm swimming in lips. So we are going to have a lip off. And I feel like we're going to find the formulas that are the best for everybody. Oh, we're getting to Tom Ford. We'll get there. I promise. I promise. Okay. These are the Prisma Flash lip balms because we need more lip balms, you guys. Let me show you. My God, Ryan's like photobombing me. Okay, first of all, I can't help but bring this up because it's on my screen right now and there's no way around it. So I'm putting it up. You guys know I'm not always the biggest fan of the Dior products. However, this collection, is ridiculously gorgeous. And those are daisies that you see with a ladybug. And they're 3D and they're nice. Look at this quint. I mean, if you love a blue, go big or go home. This is gorgeous. I mean, stunning shades. They're doing cream sticks. I know they like want our wallets really badly. Look at the top of the compact, please. Doesn't this remind you of that Chantecaille one from a few years back that had all those flowers on it? I mean, these are just too precious. If you guys go on my stories today, look at the blue polish. Like, I want that on my toes right now. It's so cute. God, I can't look at that. Okay. I want to just show you if it's still on here. Nope. Okay. Okay, this is the new Armani. Okay, make it stop, Michelle. You know what? I think it's going to be easier if I just pull the photo down. I really hate referring to myself in the third person, by the way. That made me cringe. Okay. Here. Okay, so this is the lip balms from Armani. Before everybody gets hysterical, the only color that they didn't have was the lilac, of course. The blue that they have, the light blue, is just a color change to fuchsia, and you'll see it's just that regular pH adjusting. There is a clear called Mirror Flash, which is the fourth one. They did a really nice job of doing, obviously, the pH color changing one. Then they've got the two that are brown. There's a cooler and a warmer. And down at the bottom, you'll see there's like kind of that plummy mauve color, but one is a little bit more warm and one is a little bit cooler. And then a very sweet pink and that freaking lilac that they'll probably won't stock for a while because they want everybody to go crazy for it. I'm going to let you guys look at this for 1 second and run to the washroom, and I'll be right back. And we're going to try these on, and then we will get into Tom Ford territory. Does that sound good? Okay. I will be right back. Hi, guys. Okay. The Armani. So I picked up two. I got number 11, Rosewood Flash. That's the second one that you see. And then I also got Peony Flash, number 35, which is at the bottom. So number 2 and the last one. That's what I'm going to be putting on. Okay, we're going to start with number 11. The first thing I want you guys to see is that it's a nice package. It's weighty, you know, like it feels substantial. It's like a heavy component. It's metal. It's got the Armani on it. Unfortunately, the color is like, I was taking pictures to see what the numbers were. That's the level of my eyes now. So this is number 11. They are like a slant, but round. And then they do retract, which I appreciate because so many of these lip products now, they don't go back. And this had really nice slip on my hand. I have swatches of all of these for you. And this one, wow, I'm underwhelmed. The formula is nice. It's very cushiony and balmy and luscious. Feels really good. I'm not wild about this color on me. It's pulling very orange. I'm going to probably have to switch this one out for a different color. But the formula is great. And that went on super easy. Let's see if we can build up the color a little. This is like you can put it on without looking kind of a lip. I'm sure it would look better with a liner. Just do like a nudie color. These are very slidey. I don't know if they're going to bleed. They do have a slight curl. And a lot of the lip products that I've been seeing online have a frost. We all know that the frosty lipsticks usually like emphasize texture. The thing that I noticed about this and on my hands and on my lips, like right this, is that because it's got that little bit of curl, it kind of blurs the lines. And it doesn't come off as sparkly, but it does seem kind of pearlized. It's very pretty. It's a very pretty formula. I don't think the colors are going to be that different, but we'll see. I mean, when I look at this picture, I don't know how they got the color level to that, but I think it's one of those products where you find one that suits you and you don't really need to get all of them or two. Okay, we're going to try the second one. This is Peony Flash. I'm scooting over. Maria, I'm going to take your little comment down for a minute. It's got good slide, good slip. Very cushiony. It almost feels like a lip mask. I mean, it really feels emollient and hydrating, rich. I like it. This color is much better on me. That other color just did not suit me at all. But this is almost like my lips, but pearlier. It's a very nice formula. And this is the kind of lip that I love throwing on in the summertime and just, you know, having it like in my pocket. I think that the lilac one is going to be the hottie. I don't know how different these are going to be in person. Let me show you some swatches from today. Okay, so the number's going to be on here. It says 30 and 12. Oops. There's Melly's card. Okay, this is all of the colors. So I'm going backwards here. Oh, that's Tom Ford. Okay, here we go. So this is number 34. Then we have number 11. They're going to go down. So you got 34 on the top and then number 11. This is 32. Then we have 35. They have the color is there, but it's definitely in a balmy way. This is going to be number 1. Now, number 1 is the blue, which is actually that bright fuchsia that all of them change to. And you'll see it gets real pink on me. This is number 30. You guys, we're having like a big storm right now. Sorry if it's loud. You can kind of see the pearl in this picture. So then we have the clear one. But they're nice and glossy, and see how like they fill in the lines. I think this is a really forgiving formula. They don't have a ton of colors, but I don't think that's really the point. I think it's just supposed to be a hint of color. That's number 12 down at the bottom. Right above it, you see the actual clear one, and the clear does have like that slight shimmer. So I feel like it's a great one to get if you want to dress up the lips that you already have. I plan to switch this one out that I didn't like for the clear, because I think it's going to be a great color to put like in the middle of a lip that's not super glossy. So it's pretty. It's a pretty formula. You can see the little sparkles. There's Molly's number.
Okay, guys, if you want these now, contact my essay. She's amazing, Nellie. Here is her mobile number.
Take a screenshot if you want
She
of
is
her
a
card.
Orchard, North Nordstrom and knows everything about Armani and YSL, pretty much every brand here. So come and take a look at these. Give her a call and get yours because I think these are going to be.
Okay, so I went outside then just so you guys could see a little natural light, but you can see how wet the ground is. It's like pouring. You can see all the wrinkles on me and how it's not settling, like the color's not pooling into the crevices of my arm. Why do arms get wrinkles? I mean, do we not? Could there just be like one part that doesn't get wrinkly? See how pretty they are in the light, where you can really see the different pigments and how they're going to interplay with your own lip color. These are actually really nice pictures. They came up great. No, none of them are settling into lines. That was like the most important thing to me. In any of these kind of lip products, if the color starts to pool, I'm out. Okay. So that's the Armani. We got the WA lip balms the other day in 2 shades, and you love them. What shades did you get, Maria? I love them too. Okay, it's like very rainy. Okay. Then we moved on to Tom Ford. Ballerine and a peachy one. Ballerine's really pretty. I have it sitting here. I can't put more lip products on. I have to put some clear on right now because my lips are going to fall off. My lips have been through a lot these past few days. Okay. So the Soleil collection arrived. There is one new palette colorway. And this is it. The formula I found to be quite pigmented. When you touch the shadows, they adhere well to the skin. This is the old Nude Dip. I mean, this is a crowd favorite. I feel like, are you even Gen X if you don't know what it's like to wear Nude Dip? The colors are pearly and shiny and gorgeous and delightful, and it's such a classic. These colors are so easy to wear and they feel really luxurious. They decided not to keep Nude Dip. They have replaced the taupe, which was probably the reason why I like this one so much. Oh, buddy. I get to pick a coffee mug, so you're going to have to wait a second. Okay. So this is Mood Dip, and you can see it's definitely a more intense kind of a palette, a little bit more dramatic. And when you look at them in the pan, they seem like they're going to be really dark. That is this on my fingertips, the new one. Is this? No, these are the highlighters. Sorry, these are the highlighters. One, here. It'd be helpful if I showed you. Okay, this is the new Moonlight Dip. That is the old Nude Dip. These are the highlighters. The highlighters are, I will say that the lightest one is a nice cool tone that I really appreciated. And they look very dramatic on my fingertips the way that they are. On the skin, they look almost wet. They shear out unbelievably thin on the skin and almost resemble like the kind of effect that you would get from a cream or a liquid. They really, it's hard to tell here because it's such a heavy swatch so that you could actually see the color. But there are pictures of it blended out. So, but if you see like up at the top here, you can start to see where it starts to get very reflective looking. And I tried to get into different lights here. Nordstrom's are notoriously not great lighting. I feel like they chose 3 colors that they felt like they got the light, the medium, and the deep with. I think that they did, because I feel like this is one of those highlighters that makes you look radiant. The only thing is that I have to decide whether or not I want to wear a highlighter that has sparkle in it. And the sparkles are tiny. They are teeny tiny. I don't want you to think like glitter. Think more in like the texture of like the Dolce & Gabbana, where it's like a creamy powder, but then completely shears out on my skin, which you can see. It's just incredibly pretty. This is number 1, Capri. Number 2, Amalfi. And number 3, Portofino. Moonlight Dip is warmer than Nude Dip. Yes, it is. Yes, the highlighter melts into the skin. It really does. Finally here, yay. We have 4 shades of highlighter. Oh, you do? Glitter, what product are we talking about? We're talking about Tom Ford Soleil Glow highlighters. It's very, very small. He also did 3 bronzers here. This is number 1, number 2, and number 3. Number 1 is Corsica. Number 2 is Cascais. Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. And this is number 3, the deepest, Panarea. I'm going to start to show you the eyeshadow palettes now. They are all re-promotes. They have taken existing shades. We'll go through them all. There's one new palette. It is the Moonlight Dip, and it's the new take on Nude Dip, which I was saying to Iman today that I feel like they're rage baiting us with a palette that's completely different than Nude Dip. I mean, I can't imagine a world where Nude Dip did not start the nude insanity. Like, you know, Charlotte Tilbury had to be behind this when they were doing these. This is a classic. It's your ride or die. It's the I'm going to a fancy thing and I want to look beautiful. It's always there for you. And it was such the beginning of something totally different in makeup. And I feel like they're going to bring it back because people are going to get really loud about it. I did not buy the highlighter. I was almost there. I actually wore it on my hand out of the store, and it was pouring so hard when I left that I didn't really have a chance to look at it. So when I go back to switch out the Armani, I will take a look. So that is the Moonlight. Oh, sorry, that is Hazy Sensuality. Golden Hour. This is Peach Dawn. Peach Dawn. They kept that same symbol that they put on the front of the palettes. This is the Moonlight Dip. Oops. So they replaced the taupe with kind of that ruddier, kind of winey, burgundy kind of thing, and definitely went in a little bit more on the gold, but the top two seem very similar to the first. Yeah, we only have 3 bronzers. This one is Honeymoon. Why will this not play?
Them so they know.
So those are the compacts. They have gold going around the mirrors, and then the closures like clip down now instead of come in. Okay, next we have the blushes. These are called the Soleil Sun-Kissed Blush Effect Soleil. The first one is going to be 01 Cabana. 02 is going to be Bicoastal, and number 3 is going to be Resort. Number 4 is Poolside. Number 6 is Mile High. Okay, so these are a moussey texture, like a whipped formula. It's in a container with a doe foot applicator, and the product does blend out to a nice powdery finish. And you will see I tried to leave like half of them done. This first one says Mile High. It really does completely blend into the skin. I feel like there's this very elegant look to these because they're powdery, but they're not powdery. You know what I mean? Like they don't sit on the skin like a powder. They melt, but they still have that kind of matte finish that a lot of people really love. Golden Red for Mood Light. Okay, Tom Ford, I know. I can't. I think they're doing it to us on purpose. The liquid blushes are fabulous. Ooh, good. I'm so glad that you like them too. I really don't get doing almost all existing palettes. Well, I think that they didn't have a choice because they had to maintain the line and reformulate for the no talc and all the different rules that are going on in the EU. Hello, Rebecca. They feel velvety, so good. And you can see like the color built up is really true, and they really do kind of blur. There's that word again, blur. They really do blur on the skin. I think they did a nice job of choosing colors. Do I wish that there had been a cool option? I do. I think the closest you're going to get is the second one. But you can see here, I'm going to tell you.
Guys, we're going to be launching a third new version for May. So it hasn't reached, the US yet, but sooner than later, it's right around the corner. This is the original Eau de Parfum, the original Grey Velvet.
Oh, they're getting a whole bunch of new fragrance things too. This guy came up and he was like scoping out the fragrances, and I was like, go get the sale. I'm like, I'll wait. So he bought a bunch of cologne. It was funny. These are beautiful. I don't think you can go wrong. I think this is one of those no-brainer, easy to put on, easy to travel with. It has its own applicator. It blends out beautifully. You can use your fingers or a brush. You're going to get a really good application. It's a great product. I think they did a really great job with it.
As well.
Oh. I have them like lined up so that you know like what's on my hands, because the numbers don't go in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So maybe there's a 5, maybe there isn't. This is under some different lighting, but you can see like the lines on my arm are like invisible. That's the whole point. The colors are very pretty. The formula was great. I give it a 10. If I go back and get one, it'll be the second one.
Voyager, it's more of a conversation starter where like strangers
She's
are like,
talking about
"Sorry,
the
what are
colognes,
you wearing?"
not
Like, you know,
this.
so it's like that's what I like. Maybe it's like, I don't know, maybe it's
That's
like,
one,
I feel
two,
like that's
three,
well spent, right?
4,
A stranger
and
walking down the
6.
street has to do a double take.
6 is definitely a deeper kind of a color.
What's that?
I'm just talking.
I'm sorry.
I'm just blabbing. These are like very moussey, and then they stay creamy for a minute, and then they finish in this very, very soft, powdery, not patchy, really beautiful formula. Love it.
Soft, patchy, and really beautiful. That was good describing. They go on creamy, and then they change into a powder, which is, I think, really fantastic. Okay, they did the lip oil again. It's the same thing as the other lip oil where it will turn pink on you. But this is where like I went bananas. Because you guys know I loved the Gucci the other day. And everybody and their mom is coming out with tinted glossy bombs. Well, I'm here to tell you that my arm, we used wipes, oil cleanser, micellar water, and there's still color on my skin. These are actually not going to be exactly like the Gucci because what I found with the Gucci was that they all sort of, with the exception of the 2 that I bought, they all sort of had that warm nude finish to it, like at the edges. I don't know if it's the liner that they were using, but the lips, when they're stained, kind of turn a little bit of a different color. These stay within the family that you're in. So you're going to get a stain that's a lighter version of the color that you're actually wearing. So I thought that was kind of neat because I think sometimes when they stain, there's something about it that changes. I felt like these really stayed true. There is a number 5 Villa, which is a soft red. Fantastic. The stains last all day. Maria, I can't wait to watch your video. I saw that it was up when I got home and I was like, I'm going to watch that in bed tonight. Maria does a great review of all of this. This is obviously just like a trip to Nordstrom. It is nothing like what you're going to get from Maria, which is years of experience of testing, so much knowledge about the brand, an understanding of what the Soleil collection has been like over time. And I know she's going to tell you a great story about all of these. So definitely hook yourself up when you're done here and go watch Maria's Soleil video because it's on my list for sure. Okay, so I had to pick up 4. If that tells you anything about this lip formula. I got a little excited. There was one that I was like definite on like right away. And then it was hard to choose. These are not as expensive as I thought they were going to be. They're $40. They're $40. How much product are we getting here? We're getting 0.2 fluid ounces or 6 ml. Oh God, I hope I have the Gucci box. I do. the Gucci is also 0.2 full ounces, but theirs is 6.5 milliliters. And I don't remember the price of these. I'm going to quick check. Okay, so the Gucci's are 42. So I feel like that's good, you know? You guys know I fell in love with the Gucci formula, and I was really hoping that they had more shades that I would like, because I love the luxurious, cushiony, hydrating feel. And I'm really hoping that this is like that, because you guys know I don't try things on my mouth at the store or whatever, but they were really pretty. Let's take a look at them. Okay, so we've got number 1, Tropical, number 2, Nude Bikini, number 5, Cafe Petal, number 6, Golden Hour, number 7, Cruise Control. That's kind of a cute name. Number 9, Midnight Encounter. Number 11, Stolen Kiss. Maybe there are more. I hyped it up. Oh, Maria, you've no idea what you bring to your videos. Stop it. You're getting another cat? I love it. I love it. Ooh. Little Mario fell down over there. Okay, so these are just so beautiful. And there are cool tones and there are warm tones, and there's something for everybody here. And the way that these are just a glossy, luxe, almost retro look to them, you know. They're just so pretty, built up. And you'll see, I literally take a wipe and I wipe off, half of them. That is all. Oh my God, I'm not even showing you guys. Can someone ever like call me out on this stuff? Jeez. All right. There we go. So pretty. I tried to do them like a little bit thicker in places so that you could kind of see the color built up. These are the definition of luxury. Like, I don't know. I fell in love with them like right away because I felt like I was seen again by Tom Ford, and we were meeting together and we were working things out, and it was great. You can see the color story is really pretty. Okay. Try to get these like in all different lights.
It would help if I push record.
They have life. You can see the light reflection in the formula. Now that is half wiped off. Hello, people who like to eat and still have lipstick on, which is not me, but there are a lot of people like this. And if you're working a long shift or you've got a really big dinner party that you're hosting and you're going to be, eating and you're going to be drinking and all of that, and you still are going to be having pictures taken of you and you'd like to look somewhat presentable, may I offer you the Tom Ford lip. It's going to be your best friend. If you like having a stain that lasts, I'm telling you, this is hard to get off. And you need to know that going in. I don't see a drawback unless you want to change lip colors in the middle of the day. Is the first one Nude Bikini? I should have got that one. I'm going to go, it'll be on the video. They're in order by number, so yes. Number 1 is Sweet Tropic. Number 2 is Nude Bikini. Number 9 is Midnight Encounter, and number 11 is Stolen Kiss, and those are the ones that I got. See how like reflective they are? And this is halfway wiped off literally with a makeup wipe. Like a MAC makeup wipe. It's kind of wild, isn't it? Look how true the color is. And it's not like the color sat and pooled into every wrinkle on my arm either. It's unified. And it doesn't age you or accentuate your texture more than it has to. It's fantastic. It's fabulous. You just have to decide which one. I think for $40 they're a steal, and for $32 during the sale, I'd say you're doing well. Oh. So they're in order by number.
The right side I wipe off, and that's what's left underneath as a stain on the right.
You can see the light in Nordstrom just stinks. This is what the whole collection looks like. It's like the pretty, white and gold, very Soleil. These are the blushes over here, and the lips are backed by the eyeshadows. That's your 3 bronzers and your 3 highlighters. It's definitely a unified collection. I feel like it's a vacation on a table. It's summer. It's everything that we love. It's decadent. It's just bring back Nude Dip and give me back the lipstick that you stole from me that I can't get past. And I think that these are really pretty. Oh. Very warm. It's a very warm collection. The newest one is the least warm, but it is still warm. We struggled with the light over there. She's like, we need to change our bulbs and blah, blah, blah. But if you have them already, I don't see a reason to rebuy them. I can say for sure. The bronzers are brand new. The highlighters are brand new. The lips are brand new, and the cheeks are brand new. So in that respect, it's good. It's definitely more of a matte bronzer, and the highlighters are extremely wet looking and like a glaze over the skin. You'll get to see them. It's very pretty to look at. The bronzers are all very warm. I feel like we have a lot of bronzers to choose from right now. Okay, those are the, let's go to my outdoor pictures. So even in daylight, you can't see the wrinkles on my arm from the, even where it's wiped off on the right side. So pick a color and I think you'll really enjoy quite pretty. All right, this is the highlighter. See that wet glazed look? You were just typing very warm. Yes, they're very warm. But you see how this is like a glaze, like an absolute, it just looks like wet in the best way. And it moves with the skin. Sorry, there's a bit of a delay. There you can really see how that just...
It's a gorgeous highlighter. Like, incredible wet look.
I think I'm going to have to get it.
That, wow.
Maria, which color did you get? They usually get Soleil. I mean, I can't see why they wouldn't continue to get Soleil. But see how beautiful that is? It's just really pretty, but it does have little sparkles. All right, let's put them on. All right, we're going to start with number 1. This is the packaging. So like the other ones, remember it used to go down all the way. It still has the TF. I appreciate the color sticker. That helps. This is Sweet Tropique, and it's going to be a twist. I like that these are fingerprint proof. The gold is shiny, but it says Tom Ford on there. And this is the doe foot. It's got a nice angle. Good amount of product comes out. I'm going to go slow with these. I am hoping that I can leave them on fairly quickly and get them off so that you can really see all of the colors. But if we can't, we can't. I'm going to take the comment down. Okay. So here we go with number 1. Be helpful if I took the plastic off. It melts on contact. Probably not the best one to use for this. Okay. You can see my lip is still stained from earlier. Cushiony. Oh, I like that. The applicator lets you get very precise. If you're going to be stained, you're going to want it to be precise. Okay. This is gorgeous and delicious. And it feels like heaven on earth on your lips. It is cushiony and rich and delightful. The color is so pretty. It's hard to see. I feel like there's a little bit of a sparkle, but I like it. It gave nice coverage. Look how that, like, I was able to really be precise. Very pretty. Love this one. And I hope I can get it off. You got shade number 1 of the highlighter? That's definitely what I'm going to pick up. I think I have to have it. Okay, I used my micellar water just now. And my lips are still this color. I'm going to do my best, but there's one that's pretty dark that we'll leave till last. If I happen to take it out early, we won't go with that one. I mean, when you have to work this hard to get a lip product off, I think you're in good shape. Okay, so that was number 1. Now we're going to go to number 2, Nude Bikini. Gotta love the packaging. You know, it still feels like Tom Ford. And I actually quite like this. I wish that the gold like continued down, but okay. We got like half of what you used to get. It does have the color. I'm pulling on it when I should be twisting, so that was great. That's the product. So this one is Nude Bikini. One of the girls that works there had this on, and she ate soup for lunch, and she came back and her lips are still tinted. The part of it that's the cushy gloss will wear over time, but this color is just so pretty. It's like a little bit warmer than I would normally do, and I like it. It's definitely got that like Nina Park kind of, you know, that Korean lip. There is some sparkle. Let me turn this up a little. There is a little sparkle, but in the best way possible. Well, that works too. I know it's like a little dark, but let's try that. It's a nice color. So that's number 2, Nude Bikini. It's like a rosy nude. Okay, that's one wipe. I still have plenty of color on. I may have to go use an oil cleanser. I mean, usually Bioderma takes everything off. But these just don't want to, they don't want to stop. You can see like now I've got that kind of other color. All right, we're going to move on to, I think we have to do number 11 before we do number 9, because I think number 9 is the really dark one, but let me check. Yeah, this is number 11, Stolen Kiss. See, a really perfect amount comes out. And I love when they do that. Like when the applicator doesn't have to go back in for one application. I think that's nice. This was the one where I was like, I'm definitely getting this one. They're just so delicious. And you're just going to want to like make sure that you're using that edge. I don't know of a liner that's going to last like this. I think you could still put a liner on, but the idea of making sure that the lines that you make, you like, because they're going to stay. Even if you put a liner on and that disappears, your lip color will not. Really pretty. And they just feel great. Like, I don't know what happened with these formulas, like what kind of breakthrough in technology they had, but I'm guessing that Victoria Beckham is looking at her lip tints right now saying we probably should do them again. Her lip tints were like the best colors and the most drying product that I wanted to love because the colors were so great, but the formula was impossible to wear because it gave you nothing in the hydration department. And in my world, hydration is life. All right, this was my Walk on the Wild Side color. She talked me into it. I'm not sad. It's called Midnight Encounter. And it's a bold lip. And you guys know I'm not a bold lip person, but I'm trying to embrace it. And I thought at a beach with mascara, I could do it. So let's try. This is going to be more of like this could be like the color that's as red as I would ever go. Can really use the edges. This was designed very well. And it feels fantastic. It feels like I'm wearing a lip mask and I'm ready to go to bed. It's pretty. It's like a berry, but warmer. Not in a bad way, but like in a summery way. And this one does not come off. The difference between this and the Gucci. Let me try the Gucci on again. I'm going to put the Gucci on that's almost the same color, because this is not a battle that anyone's going to win today. I'm going to go with the darker one. Try to describe the difference. This applicator is smaller, also angled, also great amount of product on there. Sorry, not talking. It's like, it's a stain. They feel a lot alike. They're extremely similar. This one might be more pillowy, but not saying that this is not. They just both feel amazing. They both feel hydrating. I think it's going to be, if you want it to not come off like the whole day and night, go with the Tom Ford. The Gucci I can work off easier than the other one, but it does stain. I mean, they both leave a stain. It's just that the stain that the Tom Ford leaves is more vibrant and true rather than kind of like becoming something else, like a different color. Is this one of them? No. I want to dig out my tints. I'm going to do this another day. Yeah, I don't have it here. The old tints of yesteryear, I think, are gone, and this is the new era. Much more luxurious feeling than the Kulfi or the, I couldn't wear the Violette FR. It dried me out. But look at that. They both stain. Like nicely. I'm hoping that this situation helps people get over the need to line their lips in something else to make them appear larger or something. I don't know. I don't think it's going to age well. I think these are going to be around for a while. I feel like now that the luxury brands have this delicious formula. See, my lips still feel hydrated after having this on. And this is the Gucci. So I want to just double check and see something. That is something that I noticed, is that my lips felt hydrated even when it was wiped off. And I don't know if that's true for the Tom Ford. I'll give it a minute. I don't have to make it absolutely perfect here. I hope they come out in more colors because these are so great. I feel like these aren't as sparkly. They have a little. The Gucci, this one feels a little bit more slidey, and the other one feels like more pillowy. I think it's going to be a color game. Since the prices are so similar, yeah, they leave behind a little bit of hydration, but the Gucci wins on hydration at the end. But honestly, if I had a lip balm at the table and my lips looked like this after I was done eating, I'd be pretty happy. Ta-da! So there are a lot of lips out there right now. I'm going to go ahead and say my least favorite of the bunch are these. Yeah, maybe. They're pretty though. I mean, it's such a different look. This is like a blotted lip, almost matte looking, but the shiny matte, the hydrated matte, the new matte. I don't know. If you're looking for like a straight lip balm and you want that lip balm feel, the Armani has your perfect. Great. If you're looking for something that's going to last into the night, go with either the Gucci or the Tom Ford. If you're looking for the blotted lip, these are the call. If you're looking for some new nude liners, these are great, but I did have a situation today where I was putting on this one and the tip just broke off of the pencil, like the whole thing, and I had to sharpen it down already, which kind of bummed me out. They're very creamy. There's a lot of lips out there, guys, and if you like a blotted matte looking lip, you got YSL. If you want something super glossy, the Tom Ford is more glossy. This is, these are beautiful. All of them. And I think the formulas are sensational. And I think the color selection could be better. From Gucci, I think Tom Ford has more appealing colors. I think the hot pink kind of threw me off. Like, it's almost neon, the Gucci one. So that's it, guys. I can't believe how many bronzers and lips there are right now. There are a lot, and I think there's something for everybody. I really do. Of all the things that I've kind of started thinking about with the sale and the shopping and the whole thing, if you have to spend to save, you're not really saving. I always use the Sephora sale for things that I hate to buy. The blades for my Dermaflash, or the cotton pads from Shiseido, which you can now find sometimes at like TJ Maxx. And they have really good cotton at like Asian markets now in the United States. You can just go to like any Asian market and they have cotton that's great. I have some that like you can even like stick your fingers in, and they're really nice from the Japanese market. The brands generally offer you a nice discount on your first purchase, so check there. For price matching, I've had it go both ways at Nordstrom. They've met me before and some people have turned me down. If it's a brand that they carry, I think that what they did was they said, okay, fine, we'll do 15 because we can't tell what level you are. And that's, you know, the bottom or whatever. Like, okay, whatever. When it's a regular sale, Nordstrom's will price match you every single time. If it's published and it's from another store, they will match you. So if you get bummed out because everything's sold out at the store where it's on sale, call one of my girls over at Nordstrom and they'll get it for you. It's a nice thing, the price matching. Yeah. Anybody have anything they want to say other than Michelle moved back and maybe one day you could put some eyeshadow on? Because one day we are actually going to touch, which I still haven't, her. The one that you should not buy until the sale because they were waiting. There's about to be an explosion of products and I want everybody to be bracing themselves for it. And you need to remember that most of them are not limited edition. I don't even know, like with Soleil anymore, like sometimes they discontinue things and start something new. Like I have no idea what the new Tom Ford is going to be. I hope they bring back Sugar Glider at some point. And I hope they bring back Nude Dip. You guys got very, very quiet tonight. Do we like this stuff? Do you feel like you got something out of this? I mean, like I need feedback so that I can help you more. I tried to get pictures inside and outside. It was just kind of a crappy day, but I can't say that there was a bad product in the bunch. You prefer the Gucci shades on me? Okay. I mean, I chose the two like most like them that I could. I think let's see. Yeah, I mean, I think it all really just depends on like what you are looking for. I'm going to put these next to each other. I mean, they're very similar. One is one brand and one is the other. I'll let it sit for a second. I mean, they're so, I mean, like, I bet they could be made by the same person. I'm very interested to see if those are similar formulations. Can you compare the ingredients in the Tom Ford Soleil tinted lip glows that just came out with the Gucci Glow Oil and Water Tint, Hydrating and Balmy Lip Tint, Lasting Color? Can you compare the ingredient lists and tell me if they're alike? Okay, I'm just going to take a little bit of my Cellar. See how this is like kind of washed out? You don't get that with both. You guys, they're both stubborn. The stain with the lip balm thrown over looks perfect. It's my kind of look. But you're going to love the cushiony feel of these. So it makes you want to leave it. The Gucci looks more dewy. Okay. Yeah, it seems more like a gloss, and maybe the other one seems more like a lipstick. But oil hybrid with squalane and a tint that sets into a stain is the Tom Ford. And Gucci Oil and Water says water-based lip tint with oil droplets for a lightweight hydrating stain. Same category, very different builds. The ingredient structure of the Soleil is a dominant oil base with squalane, light film formers for stain effect, oil first formula, cushiony coating, sits on the lips, then stains. The Gucci is a water phase primarily with oil droplets suspended in water for lightweight humectants, sheer pigments, and minimal wax structure. Water first formula, thin serum-like, absorbs into lips quickly and leaves a tint. So they're both emollient, have iron oxides dyes, hydration support. They're both hydrating, they're both sheer, and they're both designed to leave a soft tint that after the shine, designed to leave a soft tint after the shine fades. So they're very different in the way that they're formulated, apparently. The oil, the Tom Ford, it says, feels like a luxury lip oil balm hybrid. And this says that the Gucci feels like a Korean style watery tint evolution. Okay, maybe. The Gucci looks more dewy. Hi, Maria. Watched your video earlier. The collection looks beautiful on you. Maria, what did you pick up? I want to see that highlighter on you. I'm watching that tonight. I think my lips are retired for the rest of the week. I'm going to my lip balm straight. Yep. Feels good. Okay, guys. That's a wrap. I think that I learned a lot of things today. I learned that things do not always look the way that they seem in a pan. I'm still wearing two separate colors here. Sort of have. This has been an interesting couple days. I've like no eye makeup on, and I keep doing lips, and now finally some bronzers. That was very interesting information comparing the formulas, but I didn't understand it all. One is water-based and one is oil-based. So that's why they feel different. They both have like that cushiony feel, and they both leave a stain. I think that's the new way forward for a lot of these because all of the ones from Korea have that. It's just I don't want to buy those because they all smell like fruit and taste weird. The bronzers look super gorgeous. Yeah, they're fun. The bronzer on the right side of my face looks more natural. Is that this side? This one looks more tan. But this side also is like, here. We'll give it a little lift. Oh, it looks great. Off topic, did I already discuss what? Yes, we did the other day. Would you like me to see it? Let me just spin the wheel and find it here. No. My new organizational tool is not organizing me. It's got to be out. This is Fizz. It's almost a perfect match for the powder one. It's that really pretty formula. It spreads really nicely. It's like you ate a watermelon candy. I can demo it. I already have some red on, but it's definitely like, I look tired, what can I put on? This is gonna look great. It's just got that easy to wear. And then you can top it with the powder, which is almost exactly the same color. It's got that like glow. I think that there's going to be an overriding theme of just absolute 80s maximalism going on with these colors. There's a Gucci lip that is almost neon, if not neon. Anybody else? Anything that I've talked about that was confusing or not helpful, or you need more info on, or you'd like to see next time? You can always text me or send me a message, or I'm not as great about checking comments on videos since they're all live, but I will. We look forward to seeing the new YSWA Bronzer Duo #1 and checking out the Gucci lip oils. Yeah, I think it's a really pretty one, and I think on a fair skin, I think it's going to be easy to use. 80s maximalism, you're into it. I think it's going to be fun. That's why I tried to be more fun with the Tom Ford lips. I felt like in the summertime, you know, like I'll do like a one and done just to get like a little something like in the crease and a little sparkle. Ooh, you know what? We are going to do a whole Suku thing because I have the new collection now. It came. I'm waiting on the Lisa Eldridge blushes right now. I'm waiting on the bronzers from Victoria Beckham. hopefully, if they come tomorrow, I will get on this weekend. You thank me for all the swatches and demos. Oh, thanks for saying that, Jocelyn. That's so sweet. I really do like think about you guys the whole time. Like, I know that it seems like it's so important because it's the Sephora sale. And I know that as a content creator or whatever it is that I'm doing here, I just don't want you guys to waste your money. I don't want you to buy something because it's the shiny new thing. I want you to buy something because it speaks to you. It's something that you really want. It's something that you're going to be so excited to have. And I want you to be able to spend in a way that helps you and doesn't make piles of shit that you're never going to use. The comparison to the Westman Atelier was so helpful. Thanks for the hard work at Nordy's today. It was tough, but thank you. Thanks for saying that, Molly. That's so sweet. I was really floored that I even bothered to swatch number 4 and then wound up bringing it home. You know, I'm so pale right now that I just kept thinking, like, I'm going to have some color this summer, right? Thanks, Jocelyn. Would you say Fizz is slightly warm toned? Yes. It looks neutral warm, but not too warm or too pink. Let me grab the powder one. I think this will be easier to see. This is Fizz. And this is Fizz. It is warm. It's like a true watermelon candy, but like in the best way. It's that bright, punchy color that you used to get like when you would drink Hawaiian punch. Kind of dating myself a little here, but you get like the Hawaiian punch mustache, we used to call it. That's what it reminds me of. And it is literally the same color. I love that Westman Atelier does the same shades in all of our formulas. Same here. I do too. Everything seems to be staining these days. I'm definitely not buying the white denim pants this year. That was just never a good idea. My friend lent me her pants for like some party that I went to, and I'm like, I felt like I couldn't even eat. I couldn't sit down. And the minute I walked in the door, the dog was all over me. And it was like, that was it. I don't know how anybody can wear white denim. I just don't. This goes very well with the other stains. If you're looking for a permanent solution to your pale skin, just throw on one of these. We really are going to talk about K-beauty soon because that's where my passion is right now. It's just that all this stuff comes out before the sale, and you know that they're doing this on purpose, right? You know that it is really pretty, Jocelyn. It's a really pretty color. It's a happy color. I wouldn't wear it in the lip, but I love it on a cheek. And that's weird, right? It's just, there's something for me about lips. Like I've never worn red. The only red that I have is my red balm from Phytosurgeons. It's like the only red that I've ever been able to wear because it's sheer. But I kind of went there and I got a little outside my comfort zone with some of these. You know, these were really pretty too. This one, number 6. Is kind of a muted version. These actually feel really good. I think I prefer this to the Armani just because you get more out of it. And I think they did a hell of a job on the liners. It's funny, Rebecca and I were talking about these, what are they called? The Kiss something. I don't know. The new YSL lip that looks like this. The Kiss something. These are more color payoff than the Armani. And Rebecca and I were talking about it, and it seems like the shades are really kind of all alike. But I said to her, like, that's the genius of it, because when you go to the store and you swatch them, one of them becomes your favorite nude. There's a nude for everybody in all the ways, but in that muted, blurred kind of a way. But one of them will click as looking just right. This is pretty. Okay, I want cream bronzer in 1, 2 of the contour sticks. Fizz all the Tom Ford lip oils. I know. That's why I'm saying spending to save is not saving. And think about the fact that I don't even know what of these things is limited edition at this point. I mean, Soleil traditionally was, but they've just redone all of these colors. So they're not going anywhere anytime soon. There's no way they're going to put this much R&D into new products just to take them away. I like the shade 6. I need to look at those too. Yeah. Oh, and also 2 of the Westman Atelier lippies. I know. And God, those are, I have 6. I have 6. I have fallen in love with the Westman Atelier lip balms that I love. They're so comfortable. I know. And they're so easygoing. Like they're such a you don't need a mirror kind of thing, but you get so much out of them. You don't have to be perfect. They're just so nice. I think I need the cheerfulness of Fizz. That's how I felt. I was like in my winter doldrums. And yeah, it's a lot. You are welcome. You guys, I'm going to put up links for all of this stuff tomorrow. I will be linking everything to both Sephora and Nordstrom, depending on what you want to do, where, and who has what when, and all that kind of stuff. I did not have time today to do that. And I didn't realize that I was walking into a Soleil party. But it was there. Oh, I know. Beauty Trend Week is April 13th to 19th. They're going to have all the new spring makeup, free consultations, personalized samples, special offers, and more. There's trend shows on the 18th. If you have a Nordstrom near you, they will have those, and you get a ticket for those. They're $25, but then you get a $25 gift card. So it's like putting a deposit down for your spot. And it can be used on any Nordstrom purchase, excluding other gift cards that will expire May 31st. So you get like a month, 6 weeks, something like that to spend it. And they have a show and demos and one-on-one appointments and all kinds of fun stuff at Nordstrom that you can do. And I have a soft spot for them. So I'm not being paid, not being sponsored, none of that. I just like the women that work there and I want to support them. Well, thank you guys for being here tonight. This was fun. It's a lot. It's a lot. And there's more. I mean, it's all coming. And the 7th, and it's like an avalanche that's going to happen. You're going to see a million things launch. And please just like take a breath and realize that saving $8 or $10 12 times is obviously a lot, but like to spend that much, you'd have to have that many things. Like I would pick and choose the things that you think you're going to enjoy and wear the most. Take the opportunity to go into a store, try some stuff, see what you think, look at the colors, go home, see what you have. Like, look at your summer makeup from last year. I had to like pull all my bronzers out and really look at them. And some of them are just in shit shape right now. And I just want to clean house. And there's some lip products that I just haven't used that probably need to go. It's kind of a good thing when you clean to get rid of stuff, just so you can kind of remember everything that you have that's not out. Especially those things that you lean on during the summer. The lightweight tints, these SPFs, you guys. These are life-changing. I was a diehard for the mineral sunscreens. No thanks. I'll take these. The Birch Juice Moisturizing UV Lock could be a moisturizer, and I would tell you that there's no SPF in it and you would believe me. And this, the Dr. Malaxin Hydro Ceramic Serum Infused Essence. These are delightful and lightweight, and they don't pill, and they play well with all of your makeup, and they give you a glow. There's one that I'm going to go and try that's called like a tone up, and it has like underneath you can like choose like a little bit of a tint so that it like is the glow coming off of your skin. I don't know. I'm going to go see what those are all about. But there's lots and lots of time. And remember what I said the other day, Memorial Day is around the corner. It's literally at the end of May. And they will be pushing this stuff out the door because all of that fall stuff is going to start coming in, you know, by June, July, it's gone. You guys know what they do every time. So don't look at the Sephora sale as the stressful time that you have to spend money. It's a nice break. It's nice if you want to get a few things or whatever. It's not Black Friday, that's for sure. It's not, you know, the crazy TikTok shop prices, and, you know, you're going to have sales that are similar to this. And I bet if you look at your emails, which I hate doing, I hate email now. It's like all ads. But every single beauty brand they will have some kind of thing or deal or launch or whatever it is going on because it's the sale and they always go before the Sephora sale. Not in Canada. Talking about Dr. Malaxin SPF. Oh, really? Really? But you can order it from Olive Young Global. They deliver. Good night, everybody. Sweet dreams. I love you all. I'll see you guys later this weekend. Probably Sunday. I want to wish everybody who's celebrating a happy Passover or a happy Easter. I hope that you have lots of good family and friend time this weekend and that you get a little bit of a reprieve from the stress of the week. I love you guys. Good night, everybody. Sweet dreams. I'll see you guys soon. Good night. Call me with questions or text me.